Hi, boys. Okay, I'm gonna go through your memory boxes. Remember, I have your memory boxes. Um, and then I also have your school colored organizing folders. Um, just in case, because I knew this stuff was gonna happen. Remember, Anthony, Colin, Desi, 1, 2, 3. Um, your colored tablets. And stuff like that. I always had everything organized for you boys. All your school stuff and all your information is in there. And then your keepsake box I have. And I'm going to put in, see, um, like your portfolio stuff. That's what I was trying to get to. So when you guys leave, that's why I got you guys those lockers to put all your stuff in there. So then when you guys are able to move out on your own, you guys are set up with what you guys need, what you guys can put on your wall, your memory, however you want to do with this stuff. But since things are going really fast right now, I'm going to put in some more stuff in your memory boxes that I usually do when you're at school, but you're not here. And I don't know if you will ever see these things or my things again, so I don't want to get them lost. So I'm gonna open them up um, and put in some items in there, and then if you guys get them, you guys will know um, that that it was from me, and I did that so I can show you boys what I was been doing, so I can help you out when I'm not here. And this is also for my grandbabies on Facebook and Instagram. Those are for you boys, for you kids, for you girls, because people troll you. People don't like what you do. So do what you want. There are notes inside there to keep calm. To how do you deal with stupid people like that? Oh, they are just whatever. They have their own mind, their own point of view. Just know when to back off. You practice with that. They're just practice because in the real world you will get people like that. You just have to practice online, and it will help because there's fakes online. There's fakes. City people that will, you know, want to see you down. They did that to me in Westminster. So I know. Anthony, this is yours. I'm gonna put this in your thing, in your bin. Um, and all your stuff is in here. And remember, I would always get this is your dad's, and I always try to dress you up in your dad's stuff, like in honor, stuff like that. Um, I'm gonna put that in yours. Desi, um, I'm gonna give you Blackie because Anthony already had a picture of Blackie, and Colin had the lemon on Blackie, and I'm gonna give you Blackie, um, the picture of Blackie, and I'm gonna give you my medallion thing that has tiger eye on it, and it broke, or it ripped off when the officers came. And it's everywhere in the streets now, so I'm gonna give you that so it doesn't get lost. And I know you liked my sunglasses, so when you did that, and I was gonna throw them away, and you're like, no, I want to keep them, and you put them closer to your heart, and you held them, and I saw that, and I didn't think that those glasses would mean anything to you. That's a hard thing because I have a hard time of letting things go. So we're going to work together on how we're going to do that because I know you don't like change either because we were told different things, So this I'm going to give to you. Um, um, and Colin, I'm going to give you pictures, SD card, just one of them right now because I don't know where the pictures are. I have thousands of pictures, billions probably, um, of you boys. So this is everywhere, but I don't know for you boys, just in case. So I'm gonna give you that and a picture of us at the USS Midway. So you have a picture of that. Uh, and I'm also gonna give you um see. No, I'll give you that at another time. But I also put in like money in there too. I'll sprinkle money in there too, um, just so you know that I'm still thinking of you boys, and I still have the jar. Um, I don't know where I will put this, but this is the last minute. This is the last. This is the last and first thing I will give to you. Um, this jar. Um, so just look for a jar, the Riverside. I mean, no, the Irvine jar. When we first moved into the apartment, it was on the front door with the keys. Um, so that's meaningful. That's something. That's our voice. That's our communication. No one else's. So these videos are purposely for you, but they're also gonna help someone else out. So I have to understand that. And whenever I get to go outside, I make sure I'm loud because that's what grandma, my grandma Tina, she wants to be called as Grams. So Grams tells me that be loud as you can because they're not going to listen to you if you're a woman, if you're a girl, especially if tiny. They don't respect you at all. You need to be higher. You need to stand above. You need to be great, and you need to be. First impressions are everything too. Um, and for you boys, you're going to be a man someday, and I want to see that. You know, um, I want to show you that I'm grateful for you. I'm blessed to be in your lives. I I there's so many things that I want to show you boys. But this is abuse and it has to stop. I am calling out the school district in this, and this is why you can be killed. People will kill you for this type of information by calling out other people because they want to run and they want to lie. Why do you think people murder everybody? Murder because they're jealous, they have anger, they have these why these guns are a big problem. No one knows how to handle a gun without getting mad. It happened to me. I was threatened with a gun when I was pregnant with you, Anthony. That's why your dad made the false claim about a gun because he's tired of hearing the gun thing because he was the one that brought it up the first time. And I'm not gonna let that go. I can't. I can't let get everything go. I can't let the sexual abuse go. I can't let the harassment go. And over the years, it's phone calls after phone calls of harassing of other people, of bullies from school. Like, I don't want a phone. I had the same phone number. That was my dad's phone number. I took my dad's phone number because I felt like he's gonna have my back. That 6'9" is gonna have my back, and it did. 9'6" is my grandma. Um, so I've been doing this for a while, and people on Facebook, they haven't come to me. They're all fakes and lying. I can't deal with them. I don't know what to do. The next step is a higher power. They're here. I don't know what to tell you. Tell the truth because I'm going to the next level, and I'm excited, and I'm showing my offsprings. My offsprings are everything, and they need to know the truth. Um, the children need help. This is a genocide. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm happy because I'm going home because I don't want to be living in more pain. And Grams told me I'm not going to be in pain anymore. It's over and done with. So celebrate and work on yourself a little bit more. Take the top. Take this opportunity to clear your mind of all the stress and detox everything out. And I'm doing that. It's so hard without you boys. But what the school was doing, what my mom was doing, I have proof that my mom is um not well. I have to prove that. Um, and if that means me doing like one of those therapy things with the sleep, that's what I was trying to do in Vegas. But it was, she took my money and didn't do shit. Um, I'm my own teacher. I'm my own help. Um, these pills are not doing anything. They're damaging the children, pregnancy included. If you take these pills and you are pregnant, that child is now going to inherit everything that you did on top of the stress already. I did not take medication when I was pregnant with you boys. I was in a car accident and I did take half of what do you the Tylenol, the 800 thing, whatever. But I did take half, and I was scared because anything can happen. I know anything can happen, but I know me stressing out or me being in pain was going to interfere with you anyways. So I just tried to meditate so I didn't have to stress out. It was one or the other for me when I was pregnant with you boys. It was so hard, and that's how I was able to communicate with the dead more and help me understand. But it was so confusing because when Papa died, he's saying like, "There's, you're talking to this person." Well, yeah, I didn't know you were talking to this person. I didn't know you were talking to Grandma, you know. And in Irvine, I was deeply meditating, and they were all around me saying, "You're doing it. You're doing it." Yes, and I was proud of that moment. And I saw in your fear in your dad and your dad's family, the fear was just blew up. It was like a fire. And that's scary. I had to break away. That's why I was breaking away in Irvine, and I thought maybe my mom or grandma would help me because my dad saying no, she's sick too, she's sick too. My dad kept saying sorry, 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 and I'm like, yeah, yeah, you're sorry. Oh, the way my papa treated Jesse, it had a hard life. Um, your dad's family boys made fun of Jesse. Jesse does not deserve that. Jesse deserves the most deepest respect ever because of what I did and Stephanie did and what my parents did to him let him down. I don't have a relationship with my own brother because of my parents. Because I was so mad at my mom for letting that happen and the schools. And when I'm thinking the medicine, it has to work, it has to work, these pills has to work. I was getting mad at Jesse for not taking the pills, not understanding what was going on. My grandma just said, watch him, watch him, watch him, watch him. And by that, I'm the tomboy, I'm the oldest. Like, I gotta toughen them up. I was tired of watching them. Like, Stephanie was just whatever. She stopped listening to me a long time ago. Because I was so bossy too, but she was just so angry. Um, if anything, she got the hardest treatment by whoever was doing shit to her. Um, I don't know her part because we lived separate lives since we were little. Um, we never got along. Me and Stephanie never got along. My mom made it clear. My mom never liked me. She never gave me that feeling of love or anything. She just always pushed me. It was always Stephanie, Stephanie. And I accepted that a long time ago. I didn't care until I had my boys. I felt like she should be able to have that opportunity. But then Mandy kids, Mark and Stacy, she was always talking about them bad shit, and I'm like, don't do that. I don't like that. Don't talk shit on the kids. They're good kids. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Um, it would bother me because I don't know what she was saying about my own boys. She's starting that whole cycle of chisme shit that doesn't need to be involved. she should lift these kids up and help them up and be respectful of their feelings. Um, I I'm done with her. I can't help her, boys. I'm sorry. Um, I have to leave her. Um, she is just she gave me so much trouble in high school. High school was so hard on me. I thought middle school was hard, but high school was even difficult because then you get double the shit. And of course, Yolanda comes in all the time. But at least Selena's here, and that's good. That's funny. Sad, um, but that's why she say honor your death. Go have fun. Go sing. Go do that. But that love, me and her know that that love will come in that moment because our ancestors will bring us together. And damn, that's really strong. That's really good. And I'm glad that I have that honor to pass that on. Um, I'm not gonna forget these children. I can't because I was one of them. So if I forget them, I'm forgetting myself. That's why I wear the hat, the bear, brown bear, brown bear, chicka chicka boom boom stuff. You know, um, preschool. I love that. That it should be a time of fun, and and Desi didn't get to have that because that preschooler should have been fired a long time ago. That preschooler was no good. Um, these schools need to be investigated because they're hurting so many kids, and so many staff members don't stand up either. They're not understanding. They're brainwashed for money, money, money. No, enough's enough. Stand up for the kids. I'm done. I'm tired. Um, baseball always comes up. Parks. We need more parks. Tustin don't have parks. Not a lot. Um, look at the history of Tustin. I think you'll be surprised as much as I am. That's where Stanton comes in. And the railroads always leads to the railroads. Go to the railroads. The monkeys, the circus. You say circus is in town. When I was doing the Who, Westminster Hope and Opportunity, the circus is in town. That's what they kept doing. And I kept hearing the circus music and the elephant songs and stuff like that, and I thought I would get help, but then the light on Trask and Newland, that was a bitch to get. No one would help me. I'm like, damn, I'm getting so much stress from this. I was asking, and I would mistype something, and they're like laughing at me. I'm like, dude, it's an honest mistake. I'm doing multiple things. I'm here mothering. I'm trying to be a wife too that's been ignored, trying to understand this shit that he's throwing at me. Oh, and he's now coming home drunk and he's crying because someone hurt his feelings and I'm trying to comfort him, you know. His family did this and he's crying. I have to comfort him, you know. Dude, I'm not your mom. Go to your mom for that. But anyways, I'm sorry, boys. I don't have a mom to go to. That's why I left her to understand what I was doing. I was desperately trying to understand what she was doing to me. Um, you have to read if you are strong enough when you get older. There's a document, the court document of Jesse, and it has my name in it, and my mom and Papa, your grandma and Papa. It's important. Um, it shows that the courts don't, these social workers don't know what the fuck they're doing. Jesse did have marks on him. Um, it wasn't enough. The marks that Jesse had, like, he didn't bruise easily back then. Like, my dad would, Jesse would just be walking in the hallway and my dad would just shove him up in the neck, or shove his face in the wall, throw him, like a child should not see their brother being like that. And we were scared too. We weren't truthful to these officers and social workers because my dad would do hurtful shit to him more. I noticed it would hurt him more. Um, I would be the first one to go in there and say, "Dad, stop, stop," trying multiple ways to find something. In that moment, no one can hear anything. Jesse can't hear anything. Jesse can't hear anything. He had a neck print several places. My dad was big. He was big. He was fat, obese. He was strong. Um, and to a child, an infant, started when he was an infant. It's been going on. My mom's a liar. My mom's lying, and was just worried about him. Oh, his heart failure, his heart this and that. Jesse was going through so much at school. These schools failed him. These schools didn't do shit for him. They just made fun of him. They didn't help him. They were getting angry because he wasn't doing anything. They weren't there for him supportively. They were there for themselves. And I see that a lot with the disabled, with disability children. Don't send your kids to school if they have a disability. It's your responsibility. Be a parent. Don't send your kid at all. Why did you give birth to them in the first place? I was in special ed. I know what they do in special ed. And guess what happens? Those kids go to adults jobs like at Sears and stuff, and your child is now 33 years old with the same learning disability as maybe a 5-year old still, or maybe an 8, 10, and they're 33. Those adults are gonna still treat them like shit. Have you ever seen an adult treating another adult like shit? Knowing that adult, it needs a little bit more attention because something happened to them. That's abuse. That's like a big child. That's wrong to treat that child as an adult because we say that in society that child is now 33, that has to be 33 because he's huge. Yes, I get it. Mentally, we need to help them and support them because that's where we need to be, because these children are going to grow up to be adults, older looking people. Where's the help for them? Because I saw so many abuse going on at Sears when I was working at Sears. And I knew I was working at Sears for a reason, and I knew why I passed out for a reason, because that's what my dad was telling me. I have to watch out my boys. I couldn't be doing this, and PTA, and the city stuff, and being a mother, and dealing with the spirits. It's one or the other. No more. These are the breaks. So, um, this is my death walk because I'm calling out this government here because I know they're fucking lying. What about the kids? What about me? What about my husband's shit? As fucked up as he's doing this shit that he's doing, that fucking man needs help. His whole family needs help. The church needs help. Olive Street. Where's Olive Street at in Westminster? All my friends, all these girlfriends that I had, they had fucked up husbands, but their husbands had problems, and their wives, that's why they clicked so much, because they knew they had a bond, but they couldn't break that fucking bond because their family, their parents, it's a love and hate relationship. um you broke good women's, like, now they have to start all over again, keep doing all over again. When is it going to be enough? Because it takes a toll on your body and everything. Then they lose who them, they hurt their soul so much that So what's the fucking point? Drugs and alcohol is what you get by, what they have to get by, what they have to do to survive. That is that any life to live? Think about it. Strippers and prostitutes, they have to get high and drunk to do that just to get by another day. Another day. For how long? Until they figure out how they to break their own cycle. When someone else can be like, you know what? I'm going to let's figure out something together and have a friend or something, a buddy. That's where my part comes in because of the spirits, the dead. I had them. I had them to lean on because of our ancestors, because of my grandma, Grams. Um, she helped me so much. And now I'm going to be learning her history more. And by going to these bars, I don't like it. I really don't like going to the bars like that. I can see how it's all fun and stuff, but I like my boys better. I like hanging out with them better. I like having fun and experience the kids' fun, hanging out, playing at the parks, um, talking, listening to nature. Um, these bars are so closed off. TV, drinking, talking about crime, drinking. Yeah, you get to talk to people that are experiencing the same shit as you. It's good for adults that already know where they're at in life, um, having fun. But there's too many people that are in there that get stuck in there. It's a scene. It's like a different world in a different world. Um, I just hope that you guys get to see this sooner than later. Um, again, boys, I get trolled all the time on Facebook. I don't care. Because I know those notes are for me to understand what I'm doing. Um, but even old high school classmates will poke and like. They're the problems. I'm not stupid. My dad goes, they're gonna come. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. And Matt, that fucker, they're coming. They're coming. So, um, I don't know them. I don't remember them. I don't like them. That I know the ones that are coming right now, the ones that are pushing like or like making fun of me, or the ones that are talking shit right now, that my ears were ringing. My dad saying that a couple of people are already talking. They've been. They're going to start popping up, and he's the one they're saying. He's the one that those first ones are the ones who I need to look out for. Um, again, oh, and this Jamie girl, her mom worked in the district, so school district. Jamie Bashorner and Yolanda Gallo, her parents worked in the school district. Um, and that principal from Warner Middle School in Westminster, is Paulson? No, I don't remember. But at least I called some names out, you know. Um, Frank, um, I don't know what's going on, but if you, yeah, I left. I just heard about a gun. And let's see if this gun ever pops up, because Lauren here had a couple things going on with him. So which one had the gun? Which one really wanted to kill me and my firstborn? Um, Trauma, mental illness, mental health. Of course, what I did to you was wrong, but I talked it out. I tried to talk it out. Um, it was this fucker that if he was pushing your buttons, it was all the friends that we had that kept pushing our buttons. Because I had some of our friends that said, "What about him? What about Frank? What this and that? Frank this? How's Frank doing? How's this? How is he doing? How's that?" Um, why? I kept saying like never talk shit on your family. So, and your mother was always good to me. Um, that's why I left my home to marry you, because I felt and I had all of the signs pointing to you, but these friends were not good, especially Michelle Castro, and my sister. I didn't know. I didn't know. But it's damaging my boys, and I never fucked with your guys' family. No, April came to me crying. Um, I gave her 2 tries, um, to see what she would do. What is she getting at? She cried to me. I gave her the best advice as possible. Even though if she took it or not, I don't know. But the kids in Riverside, these spirit kids, told me, um, you guys needed help. Um, I don't know what that is. I just gave April the best advice that I can give her, and I talked to your ancestors, and they're coming. That's all I know is they're coming for you, so you won't be in pain anymore, whatever the pain that you might be in. But I can't talk to anybody because I don't trust. I don't care. I just care for my offsprings and their future. And if their future involves one of your guys' kids or any of the from my past kids, um, you need to be warned of my family's bullshit, of their abuse in my husband's family, Lauren's family, with the sexual abuse going on. That's gross. I don't want it. And if it was a setup, because that's what I was pissed about, if it was a setup that was happening to me, what Dan did to me. If Yolanda and her sisters did shit, said, oh, get her when she's drunk. Let's see what happens. Um, and with guys, it doesn't matter if you're gay or not. Cheating's cheating. That's all I have to say. You didn't have to drug me either, to get what you wanted. My offsprings. No one should drug you, um, to get away from you, including yourself. You shouldn't be drugging yourself to get away from yourself. You need to face your problems, and you need to understand what you did and how you did it, and what are you gonna do to fix your problems? Because drinking is not help. You need to understand why you're drinking in the first place. How are you gonna do it? Are you gonna drink again when you're in this type of situation? Plan ahead. Just like smoking weed, just like any choice of drug that you're gonna do. Why are you doing it? Is it gonna take this long to do it? Is there another opportunity? Is there another drug that I can use so I don't have to use it? You know, there's multiple ways of healing. Um, People can use cigarettes, I've heard, but nicotine's so addicting. Why is it so addicting? Um, there's chemicals, there's stuff. It's all science. It's all, you know, just like why is the sky blue? Or why, you question everything. Um, there's an answer for everything. There's a reason for everything. Just let it flow. Let it come to you. Um, but understand your emotions. Um, and be loud as you can. Be loud as you can with hats, many hats. But as long as your heart, as long as you feel your heart, as long as you know that your heart's still working because you can feel it, where to go on your path, your heart will follow you, and your heart will always be there. Um, and those feelings, those goosebumps, those chills, those those ear ringings, those eye twitches, those memories, those smells, the scents, the taste, everything. We communicate in that way, like an octopus, tentacles. you know, um, I miss watching that rose parade with you boys in the morning. Because when I was little, I could never get up so early in the morning. I was always have to watch. watch it in the day. It's like, how can people get up so early in the morning and it's not even school? You know, I can never get it because I was always up playing with Hermes and whoever's Hermes was bringing around, you know, um, with music because we were so bored at night and we call them aliens at the time, like trying to catch them to see if they'd come in the house, He always came with blue lights and stuff like that. Well, I'm not going to go back into anything else because then um, I'm trying to get you boys back and I'm trying to prove my point too by fucking up everything that I know and calling out everybody I know. Um, because Sylvia Brown is it's even funnier because in high school, yeah, I hated school. School is not good at all. Horrible memories. I wouldn't want to go back, but there's a bunch of dead people up there that are like, yeah, they shouldn't have done certain things. They regret a lot of things that they did, and they would want to change it, but it's too bad they couldn't change it. So they're still like talking about it now. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm talking about it now. So when I go to die, I don't want to talk about it continuously. That's horrible, you know? No, there's other things to talk about, you know? Cats, dogs, birds, music, um, vibes, wavelengths, uh, that's it. I just want to hold you boys. I miss you boys. Today is March 6th, 2022. I'm getting ready for your memory box and organizing that right now. Um, I'm today's Sunday, so everything's closed because church thing, this is a PTA thing when this is funny. It's in like a Star Wars thing. When I went to those PTA classes, oh god, where all that money's going, not going to the kids. Uh, so my boys, that's part where you didn't see the school corruption part because you're not there yet. I was already there. I know I was always in trouble in school. I was always in the office in school. The police is always talking to me. The officer, the principals, the staff was always pissed at me because I was so pissed at what they were doing to my brother too and I was pissed for what they did to me. They put me in special ed because of the teacher called me stupid because I ratted her out because she slapped um, a boy Ryan in the face, and I heard that I was trying to get contact with him um, about 4 years ago or 5 years ago, and I was told he committed suicide. Um, and I know that teacher had a big part of it. That teacher that slapped him in the face, because when he got slapped, he held his face and he was like, "Did you see her?" Oh no, and he was like, "She's going down, you know, she can't do this." And nothing happened to her. The police was involved. I did get interviewed, and nothing happened to her. Um, we were scared. We didn't know what to do. She was always mean to me. Um, and we ended up, they ended up like changing us, you know. But I try to find him out, and it's devastating because I think he served in the military too. So on top of that bullshit, he had to deal with other bullshit. Our government's sick. It's a sick world that needs to be fixed. And this is my red road. I don't want to die being sick. I want to die happy because our ancestors died sick. My family died sick. They don't want me to die sick. And the stress that your dad is doing to me and my own family has been doing to me is making me sick. Um, I'm showing you boys that depression, other people can make you sick by putting other stress and fear into you. Just know who you are, be strong in who you are, and understand that our ancestors are still here. You can still call on them. You can still call on the family. Papa will still be here. Um, um, I'm giving you all these clues and stuff on what Papa liked, and of course your grandma um, has has a lot of it in there because she's a part of me too. Um, so you get that, like the Hall and Oates and Air Supply and Phil Collins. That's all my dad too, and my and grandma, Papa, grandma, um, uh, Chicago, all those music stuff. Bread, Papa liked, um, there's a lot of music stuff that can help. And Mandy and Michelle, New Kids on the Block, um, stuff like that, they liked music stuff. Um, Tiffany, there's so many uh, artists out there that they listen to. So when I give you those music, I'm telling you, like, certain people liked in my family, so you can connect in that way. Um, that's all I can say is I hope that you understand who they are before you get lost into their world of betrayal or deception or whatever, however you want to call it, because they can hurt you. If they hurt me, they're hurting you. And I'm telling you, they're hurting me. They have been. That means that they have already hurting you. If you go to them, they will hurt you more. You have to understand that. Some people will just, you can't, you just have to have a little short conversation or a little contact with them. Simple notes, just saying, hey, I'm here, but I can't be as here as you want me to be, you know, or just wish them well. That's all you can do is just see you on the next side. See you on the other side. I wish you well. See you on the next side. And I don't know. It's just like a flower, or like someone picked a flower and your friend, or trees. Um, like, you never know your neighbors. When you're dead, your neighbors are on the side of you. You know, you don't know them, but they're in the same spot, same area. Are you wonder, are they getting along? Of course, they're probably the same. It's the same thing, but they all have a common ground. They all have a common. Literally, they have a common ground. They're all in the same spot, just like us. So, um, I like talking, and no one's gonna stop me unless someone comes and does it for me, because they're telling, my family's telling me stress, so I'm stressed out. But this is how I deal with stress, by doing shit for others, doing shit for my boys, doing stuff, getting stuff done for my boys, getting the job done, because that's what I do. I'm a mother. And my Grams didn't get that opportunity as she did. She wanted. So she's trying to say sorry to her own kids, but her own kids are so fucking ungrateful and not understanding. That's not my fault. That's not my problem. Karma. Sorry, Nicholas, Christina, and Tiffany. You were spoiled as fuck. Get over yourself. The world doesn't revolve around you. You took advantage of Mandy and Michelle. And as for that, Mandy and Michelle, they're in the same boat as you guys. You guys have a lot of healing to do, a lot of acceptance. Um, there is evil in the world. It's the schools, it's the church. Watch Story Sticks. Same. Miss you, my boys.